Hey there. In this short video, I'm going to show you how to run a Python script. It's going to be short and sweet. I'm going to show you 3 different ways to do that on your computer today. So if you're asking this question, you may not be familiar with like an IDE, which is a program that you can run locally, designed for developers. It's a little bit more advanced. So we're going to start really with the basics here. The first approach we're going to take a look at is simply using the command line. That's probably like the most common thing that you're going to see if you search this. And then we're going to show you how to do that actually in ChatGPT, and then I'm going to show you how to do that in Fabby. So we're roughly going to go from hardest to easiest here. So starting with the command line, you can simply open, if you're on a Mac, or if you're on a Windows laptop, simply open the folders. If you're on a Mac, open Finder. Create a folder, and you can simply literally go to like find your text editor program, and you can just start writing, or you can copy and paste your script there. Let me actually bring this over here. And you can just literally in that text editor copy and paste your script. This is the simplest script out there. It's the hello world. And just save this text to the folder that you've created. And let me just go ahead and close that. And then when you rename it or when you save it as a .py. That will make this a Python script. Now the next thing you need to do is run that. A few ways to do it. We're going to do this from the command line. You'll just open up the terminal, and this here is the command line. And you'll have to navigate to your folder. So there are some basic commands that you will have to know. You will have to know cd, for example, change directory, ls to view the files, cd, for example, I can go cd ... to go up into my folders. I'm in a temp folder here. I can go cd how to run a Python script. I just hit tab here to autocomplete. CD will bring me down. It's like clicking into this folder, if you will, but it's doing it from this line. And again, the ls will show me the file. And if I have Python installed, I can simply write Python, hello world, and there we go. It prints out hello world. And just to make sure that you see how this works, if I go back here, let me open this back up, hello world again. Let me save that. Okay, I'm just going to redo this. Hello world again. So that's it. Now, if you need to install Python, you need to go just search install Python and download it and install it. Things can get pretty complicated from here, depending on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to install certain packages or trying to run anything that's a little bit more advanced, this can very quickly get complicated. But this is the most basic way to run a Python script. The other way that you can do, this requires a little bit more finagling, but you can actually accomplish something pretty quickly. You can actually ask ChatGPT to run a Python script for you. So you can say, run the following Python script. And then I'm going to put, I don't think you would need this, but I'm just going to put 3 sort of single quotes like that. And then I'm going to say print hello world. And I should do that. Okay, so you can see here it's actually print. This is doing it correctly. Just to make sure it's working, let's do this. Now I can't say for certain if the AI here is interpreting this or actually running it. And actually, sorry, I do know how I tested that. So I can ask the AI, please generate a very small Python script that creates a fake data frame and plots the data. So actually, let's just ask it to do something a little bit more complicated, because here it could be cheating. It could be like literally just grabbing that and interpreting my text here and not actually running the code. So let's ask it to generate some code here for us. Great. Now, let's see, can I ask it to run this code now? Now, please run this code. So the reason I say it's a little bit more like finicky and touch and go is I don't feel like it always works. I think it's going to work here. We'll see. The reality is this works for very basic scripts. The issue that you're going to have, okay, there we go. So we have our fake data. Let me just make sure it's doing what I think it's doing. So it's using matplotlib. This looks like matplotlib. Fake data. Yeah, I think it's doing it correctly. So fake data plots title, x-axis, y-axis. What else is it doing? Random integers. 100, between 1 and 100, and it's generating 10. That looks roughly correct. Yep, so okay, so I think it actually did this correctly. Interesting. I was looking for something else. Okay. I was hoping I could get into the editor mode. Okay, here we go. So you can actually also edit the code from here. It just will get a little bit annoying. Oh, actually, there's a run button. I don't think I realized that. So if I run that. Okay, there we go, actually. So they've actually made quite a bit of progress on this front. So this is actually probably, honestly, now that I'm saying this, the easier way to do this. Or certainly easier than the command line. Now, the easiest way is going to be to use Fabby, which is the platform that we're building. Really, really simple. You just log in with Gmail. You go here, you say write Python code, just copy and paste it, hit run, and you will get your chart. And you can edit this, and with AI, you can ask it to generate the code, and so on and so forth. This will be really easy. The AI is also going to go and auto debug issues for you. It's going to pip install packages. So you can do a lot here, especially if it's for data analysis. And I would say generally as a rule of thumb, Fabby and even ChatGPT are going to be much more geared towards doing like analysis. Well, ChatGPT, it's hard to like push the data anywhere or do it or run a script that like interacts with something else. Fabby, you can do that. But if you are doing something much more complex that really is like some like more hardcore development, you are going to have to go to the command line or maybe even consider an IDE like VS Code or PyCharm. That's it. So as I said, that was really brief. Just showed you how we could do that, how we could run Python in the command line if you're a little bit more comfortable with that, or you can do that in ChatGPT, or best of all is Fabby if you want to get started quickly. Thanks for listening, and if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.